Hello, everybody. I want to wish you a huge welcome to Evo and a huge welcome to your 8-week challenge. My name is James. I'm the owner of the Evolution Project. Now, before we even start this video, I have a request. Please, if you can, whether it's today or over the next couple of days, please find some quiet time, half an hour where you can just be by yourself, where you can take some time to really soak in this video, because this video is really important. I just want to highlight this is not fluff. I'm very conscious that your time is precious, your focus is important, and everything I do with these videos and with the challenge is to give you the information as fast as possible. I know the last thing you want is me doing a deep dive into this and that and spending hours on a video. So everything is done with purpose. So please get some time for yourself, because this could be a real turning point in not just your life, but in your transformation and beyond your transformation. So just a brief introduction. As I said, my name is James. I started the Evolution Project with my wife, I think it was 12 years ago. And our main purpose was to create a life-changing shift in the people we were meeting. We found out a lot of people weren't enjoying gyms. They weren't getting results. They weren't getting the support, the coaching. They found it quite intimidating. So we really wanted to change that. And what happened was it took off. It became really successful. We helped thousands of people over the last decade, and it's become a huge passion of ours. So I'm really looking forward to taking you on this journey over 8 weeks. And I'm grateful that you've invested in us to help you on your own personal journey. Now, what many people don't know is that I myself and my wife, in fact, had to go through a huge transformation ourselves. So at one point in my life, I was suffering from depression, anxiety attacks, complete lack of self-belief. My mind was all over the place, addiction problems, and I would say mainly down to just self-belief. I completely lost hope in my life. And I remember going to a therapist and saying, I don't think I'm ever going to be a happy person. Now, what happened with me is I had to make this huge shift in my life. And what happened is I focused in on health, nutrition, on mindset, personal development. I became obsessed with learning about happiness, spirituality, all these things. And I experienced this massive, massive shift. I really became unrecognizable. And that's really the purpose of this video today, because on that journey, it took me longer than it should have done. I made a lot of mistakes. And what was happening is I would start dieting, or I would start a health kick, or I would start trying to implement a new idea. And I would just keep on sabotaging it. I would keep on like blowing myself up. So I was having these big ups and downs. And I made this discovery on my self-development journey that helped me make this huge transition that was so powerful for me. And that's the purpose of this video, to really put it in a short video so you can experience the same thing. So before we go into that, I just want to highlight some points now. That your transformation on this challenge, believe it or not, and this is something I've learned over a decade of doing this, it's 80% psychology and only 20% in the process and the systems. Just sit with that a second, because what I'm trying to explain to you is this is all about you and your mind. I could have the best workouts, the best nutrition program, but if you're not ready to make the inner transformation, some inner changes that change who you are up here, this transformation is going to be difficult for you to stick and to make last a lifetime. And so that is what I really want you to zoom in on, that this is not just a health coaching, a nutrition program. This is about making an inner shift that's going to change your life completely. The first step to doing this, guys, is I need you to do something for me. I need you to fully immerse yourself in this program. What I mean, guys, is go all out 100%. The reason behind this, guys, is most of us as human beings, we're either switched on or we're switched off. And I need you to turn the switch to on. Give it everything you've got, especially for the first 2 weeks, because that is how you break out these limiting beliefs, how you break out of bad habits. If you even give yourself, just say I'm going to go 85%, it's much harder than actually fully immersing yourself and going for it. When you do this, guys, it's like drawing a line in the sand. You cast away these bad habits. And the most importantly, you really see results. You see it physically, you feel it with your energy, you feel it mentally, with your relationships start improving. And we need that to create momentum and start creating like a new motivation, a new chapter in our lives. We really need to start seeing those changes. And what happens is when you see it and feel it, it just grows and grows and grows and creates this snowball that keeps on growing. So please, 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 whatever your experience of diet programs or the past, for this one, immerse yourself in it. Do exactly as we say. And I'm really hoping to see the same shifts with you. Now, guys, another thing I just need to highlight to you before we go into the 8-week challenge is I really invite you to make a transition. Now, I know this is called an 8-week transformation, but I want you to do something a little bit different. It's a subtle but powerful change. Please look at this as a new chapter in your life. Imagine you're reading a book and you get stuck on a page that you're not really enjoying. You just keep on reading that page again. It's time that you turn that page and make this a new era in your life. And why this is powerful, guys, is I want you to look at this as a life transformation. This is a new expression of me. This is who I am. If you look at this as temporary, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Just think of the psychology of that. I'm on an 8-week challenge, and then, gosh, I can't wait to get through this and finish it. It's not work like that. Fitness and health, it's always about being the best version of yourself. And that's a horizon that keeps moving. And the only way to do that is to actually become this version of yourself. Stop setting yourself on the goal, I want to drop 10 pounds, and actually be the person who trains 4 times a week, eats 85% healthy, takes care of their health and their mindset. And it's a subtle shift, but it's very powerful. So please look at this when you start on Sunday and Monday as this is the new me, the first day, the turning of my page. Now, guys, I'm now going to talk to you about making this inner transformation. And this was the shift that was so, so powerful for me. I'm just going to share my screen here and show you my very sophisticated graphic. So we can see here, just get this arranged. So on my very simple graphic here, okay, so hopefully you can still see me as well. So we've got a very simple graphic. Now that's us dead center in the middle of these 2 circles. Now this gold line around the outside, okay, this is what we are capable of achieving in life. What I mean is, and I'm going to try and relate this to health and fitness because that's what, and mindset, because that's why most of us are here. But this also relates to everything. This is to your relationships, your business, finances, everything. This gold line is what we are capable of achieving in life. Now, when we get out to this gold line, let's relate it to health and fitness. This is like, I'm super confident in my body. I have the physique that I really desire. I'm full of energy. I'm waking up motivated. I'm very happy. It's also relating to your relationships. They're all improving. How I view myself, my confidence is improving. We are all capable of reaching this gold line, okay? But this is what we will achieve in life. And this is the red line in the middle. Now, this we're going to call today your self-image, but you may have heard of it as your subconscious mind, your ego. This is what we will achieve in our life. Now, what is this self-image that in most of our cases is holding us back? Well, what the self-image is it is a narrative. It is a story that we have created about our life through our entire life experience. Our subconscious mind, especially when we were young, by the way, picks up and starts taking in a lot of information and summarizing this information. And it creates a story, a view, beliefs about our life and our position on this earth and what we are capable of. Now, this is really, it's made from things that happened when you were young, your school experience, powerful experiences that happen to you in your life, good and bad. They leave a deep imprint and you create a story around those. Your geographical location, society, the media, it's all influenced to create this story about who we are, what we're capable of, and what we can achieve in life. Now, why is this so important? Well, it's really important because when you think about when we're trying to make changes in life, let's talk about health and fitness, for example. So imagine now, if you could imagine, I get an elastic band and I tie it in this middle dot and I start pulling it out, okay? We're on the 8-week transformation. You start eating healthy, you're drinking water, you're training, you're sleeping really well. You start losing weight. we're now pushing towards this goal line. I'm feeling amazing. I'm happy. Everything's improving in my life, making great progress. If we don't change what we believe about ourselves, our self-image, you let go of that elastic band, ping, it's going to pull you back to where you were. And some of you will have experienced this before with self-sabotage, a feeling of not being worthy, imposter syndrome. If you are someone who self-sabotages or destroys relationships with yourself, I almost guarantee you at some point in your life, someone or something has made you feel not good enough. And that is now a strong, ingrown, subconscious belief in your mind. And what happens is when everything's going good, because you on a subconscious level, you're not even aware of it, don't believe you're good enough and worthy, you will destroy that progress. And yes, you can do this financially, with business, in relationships. If you experience and watch bad relationships through your life, you are going to start looking for those relationships and expecting that to happen, because that is your belief. It's a core belief. Now, why is this so important with weight loss? It's really important for some of you who don't actually believe that you are capable of losing weight. Now, if you've spent your life being unhealthy or perhaps overweight, or that's how you view yourself, this is now an ingrown subconscious belief. That is your view of your place on this world. So if you want to make a transformation that not just over 8 weeks, but what we hope for people is for over years, you have to start changing your inner belief, or like that elastic band, it's just going to keep on pinging back. So guys, the big question is, how do we swim upstream and how do we change our subconscious beliefs? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So the first thing, guys, is what you repeatedly do. Okay, now what I'm talking about, guys, is I'm not a massive fan of goals. I want to drop 10 pounds. I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay, because it's like this end goal. And, you know, it's like, and actually it can be quite demotivating when you do this, because I want to drop 10 pounds. Well, I haven't dropped it this week. And it actually is quite self-destructive. Now, what I'm a massive fan of is habits. Most of you will have heard about this. There has been absolute best-selling books, Atomic Habits, The Slight Edge. And these books literally changed my life, okay? Because you don't have to make this massive, incredible shift all in one day. I am this new person. It's actually just creating probably 8 habits that you do every day, small habits. Now, doesn't that sit differently? It's easier to achieve. And by the way, when you miss a habit, you just start again the next day. It's not like, oh, everything's ruined and you start, you know, sabotaging yourself. Now, in these books, they will explain to you that the compound effect of doing a habit every day is absolutely huge. It's like investing money. It starts off and it's not really significant. Then over years, it's massive. Let's just take an example about this. Imagine you start drinking 2 to 3 liters of water every single day. A few days, yeah, you feel a little bit better maybe. A couple of weeks, wow, I'm getting more energy. You know, I'm noticing some differences in my skin. Over 2 years, the compound effect, it starts to really rise up. And it's absolutely life-changing. You're clearing out your body's toxins. You're regulating your body temperature. On a cellular level, you're more hydrated. It's going to change. You're going to be less stiff. You're going to be waking up feeling fresher. So the compound effect is huge. And that's just one small habit. So let's just add another one on top of that. I'm going to now, instead of having cereal, toast in the morning, I'm going to have the Evo healthy smoothie in the morning. Okay. So first couple of days, yeah, it feels a bit different. A week, a month, a year, the compound effect, again, is huge. You are now eating a massively nutritiously dense breakfast every single morning, feeding your body exactly what it needs instead of zombie food that's sucking the energy and the life force out of you. The compound effect is huge. And by the way, now, water, smoothie, we're starting to impact other areas of our life. We're experiencing more happiness. Our mindset is better. But most importantly, guys, when we do these habits day in, day out, let's say for around 3 months, I really notice a shift. You start changing your inner beliefs about yourself, your self-image, that red circle, it starts expanding. So this is why habits are going to be one of the most important things. I'm going to upload a habits tracker into the group for you to start writing your 8 habits in that are going to completely change your life. There's also an app called Momentum you can get on an iPhone that makes this really nice ding when you hit it. So guys, What we repeatedly do changes our self-beliefs. Now, just think about this and might relate it to your life. If you're waking up every day and you're feeling like crap and you're not being healthy, and you know that, and we all know when we're not doing that, okay, and we do this again repeatedly, we're actually creating a belief about ourselves that we're not healthy. Now we can flip that around by adding these habits, by repeating them every single day. We're now expanding and getting towards that gold line. And in fact, it works the other way. When we have a food binge or we eat like crap, our red line is now outside that. And it's like, no, that's not who we are. And it starts pulling us back up, which was an amazing shift that happened to me, that all of a sudden I start getting pulled in the right direction instead of the wrong direction. So what we repeatedly do changes who we are on a subconscious level. The next one, what we repeatedly say. So guys, I have a famous saying, your words are spells. You will become what you speak about. You will become what you think about. What I mean by this, guys, is what you repeatedly say, not just on a whimsical spiritual level, changes you. Actually, on a neurological level, it changes you. There's something called neuroplasticity, that when you repeatedly say or think something, it actually changes the structure in your mind and starts reprogramming your mind. So let's just think about this. Some of the things you might say, especially before this program, I always fail at diets. I always struggle to lose weight from my bum, something like that, okay? Your subconscious mind is responsible for over 95% of the biological processes in your body, including your immune system. You could even be saying, like, every December I get sick. Your words are spells. You are programming yourself to get sick. You are programming yourself to struggle with this program. Now, how this relates to us, guys, is like, you know, when you tell your friends about this transformation, are you going to tell them I'm on a new diet? Because already think about that on a subconscious level. You're saying I'm on something temporary that I'm kind of forcing myself to do. Are you on a fitness kick? I want you to change your words and the way you speak about yourself, more lovingly about yourself and more positive about how you express what you're doing. I am now, I'm starting to become a new version of me. This is going to be the best year of my life. And I'm starting a new program that's going to be a life-changing thing for me. That sits differently. You're now reprogramming yourself to a completely different story. Okay, so be careful what you say, be careful what you think. And by the way, on a side note for this, if you have something you want to improve in your life, let's just say confidence, okay? I dare you to wake up every single day and with feeling and emotion, because by the way, this is how you change your subconscious mind, with emotion and feeling mixed with the power of your words. I am so confident every single day. I wake up just brimming with confidence. I cannot wait to meet people. Do that in the car every day for 2 weeks and watch what happens. You'll see some real physical, real life evidence of the changes start to reprogram in you. Now, what I want to tune into, guys, is probably the most powerful way to reprogram your subconscious mind. And it's what we repeatedly think. Okay, so we become what we think about. This is the most powerful lesson in all of personal development. So how do we change what we think about ourselves? Well, that's what we're going to do today. And to do this, I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment with you guys, okay? So wherever you are, hopefully you're alone. You're going to look weird, but if not, let's go for it. New challenge, huh? Let's do this together. So what I want you to do is I would like you to stand up. I can't really do it here because I'm a thing, but stand up with just your feet facing forwards, you know, a good stance, okay? And I want you to hold up your arm straight ahead with your finger, with your right arm, okay? So we're holding our finger up straight ahead, okay? Now, I want you, whilst you're standing up, to twist, 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 okay? And twist as far as you can, okay, with that finger. Then I want you to look at where your finger's pointing on the wall or wherever it is in your room and mark that spot, okay? As far as you can twist, mark that spot, okay? So you should have that in your mind. Now, everybody sit down again, okay? Sit down, sit down, sit down. Okay, now I want you to do something for me, okay? You've got to trust me here, okay? I want you to close your eyes, okay? Just close your eyes, chill out. And now I want you to take a deep breath through your nose. And just listen to my voice. Every cell of your body twists with absolute ease. You are a yogi personified. You bend and you turn with absolute ease. Your muscles, your ligaments, your bones just twist and twist with no problems whatsoever. You're so bendy, you can't believe it. Everything's so supple and twisty. You just turn and turn and turn and turn with absolute ease. Okay, everybody stand up to your feet again in the same position of where you were in that room. Fingers straight out. And now take a deep breath and turn and turn and turn and turn and turn and turn. Well done, guys. So with virtually everyone I do this on, they make a huge difference in how much they can turn. Now, let me just say something to you guys. If we can do that in just like 2 minutes of some pretty cheesy words coming from me, and you can get that much results with something so simple, imagine what you could do if you really focus the power of your mind and you really visualize the best version of yourself. That is what we're going to do next, guys. We are going to create a visualization of where you want to go. This is not whimsical, wishy-washy stuff. This is something athletes, the greatest thought leaders, the greatest business people, they see the best version of themselves, and then they move towards it with ease because subconsciously they believe that. So, guys, why is this so powerful? The subconscious mind, as I explained, controls 95% over that of not just your immune system, your biological processes, but the drivers that happen within your mind, what you see, what you witness, the cravings you have, the things you desire to do. So when we create a solid vision of who we want to go, whilst the subconscious is like the most powerful supercomputer on planet Earth, in some ways, it can be pretty simple. It doesn't know the difference between a fantasy or a visualization with absolute belief and feeling behind it. And if you can really cement this in, it dramatically improves your self-image, and you start doing things from all kinds of directions that you don't know why. Instead of binge eating on the weekends, you actually just like, you feel like you want to eat healthy. It creates an inner driver through the subconscious mind because we have expanded our self-image. So how do we do this? Well, I'm going to ask you to do this the second you stop this video. So what we're going to do is you're going to get a piece of paper and a pen. You're going to put on some chilled music, although it's not necessary if you don't have music, just like you're just going to take some deep breaths. And this is exactly what I want you to do. You are going to create a movie trailer visualization of you in 1 to 2 years' time, whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, what do I mean by that? I mean you in the place you love the most. It might be Spain, it might be the New Forest, it might be wherever on holiday. And I want you to visualize you waking up that morning, coming down the stairs or whatever it is. And I want you to write down how you feel, how you look, what your energy is like. And I want you to feel the emotion of that, the gratitude, the way your energy is. I'm going to give you something to work on here. So you might want to take a picture of this slide. Okay. So where are you? Make it a place you love. What are you seeing, hearing, feeling, and smelling? Now, why this is important, guys, is the subconscious mind. It works on feeling, emotion, senses. You can't sit there and say, I will be skinny and I will feel great. You have to feel it, smell it, taste it as much as you can. The more thought you can put into it, the deeper impact this is you're going to have. How do you look and feel? What's your body feel like? Is it suntanned? Is it slimmer? Is it stronger? What's your energy like? This is a good one, guys. I thrive off having good energy. What's your energy like? What are you doing in that moment? Add something there. Are you making a smoothie? Are you going for a walk along the beach with your family? Whatever it is, what you really love to do, put it in there. How would you describe your state of mind? This is important. I doubt that person in your movie trailer is stressed about dumb stuff. Looking at social media, I doubt they're sort of like, oh, what's going on with politics and all this stuff. They are probably really free and happy. They might be meditating. They might be just like feeling very fulfilled and free and light. Really write down the more detail you can, the better. And here's a really important one. How do other people see you? Sometimes taking that outer look at how your children might see you, your friends see you. When you walk in the room, how do they see you? Write down a few things for that. Okay, now you have created your visualization. And step number one is please run this through, and it can take 1 minute every single day. You could do it just when you wake up in the morning. You could still be in bed. You can do it before bed. Very powerful when you do that, by the way, because you marinate in that overnight. So you replay this visualization. I personally have a copy of mine, like somewhere where I can see it all the time. And by the way, I did this when I first started my journey, and it is uncanny, the changes and how close I came to that visualization. Now, the next important part of this visualization is this, guys. Okay, what habits does this person have? You know, we were talking about the habits that will change your life. So what habits does this person have? What do they do you think, every single day to get them feeling like that? Probably some sort of meditation or mindfulness. What's their diet like? You know, what's their attitude like? How does that person eat? What beliefs does that person have? Okay, so write down these things. And here is the incredible thing about this journey, guys. You have just reversed engineered how to get to be that person. And with the habits, we're going to help you a lot on Sunday night. We're going to tell you all about some incredible habits that are going to help you change. But by doing this, you've reverse engineered the things you need to do now to be there. Now, the next step is you just do those habits and think that way. Fake it till you make it. And there's no way you're not going to make it to be that person. Okay. And this involves, by the way, yes, you have a bad week. Yes, you have the off days, but it involves you creating a different image of yourself for the future that goes beyond just these surface levels. I want to drop a few pounds. So please, please get this done, guys. This is going to be so powerful for you. Get your habits tracker ready for Sunday night, and we're going to go through this today. So, guys, before we move on, I'm just going to show you a video that really inspired me so much when I was younger. And I really hope it has the same effect on you. And the reason is, guys, is the second this video stops, we're going to get and do that visualization, because I think this guy puts it across so eloquently and perfectly. I hope you enjoy this video. Here it comes.
I want you to burn into your nervous system the following statement, because it is a fundamental truth of the human condition. It is literally the baseline physics of what it means to be a person. As Earl Nightingale said, we become what we think about. And that's an idea that I want you to hold firmly in your mind. That's something that I really want you to internalize. I really want you to stop right now. Whatever you're doing, I want you to stop, lean into this video and listen to what I'm saying. You will become what you think about. Really think about that for a second, as if it wasn't just a phrase, as if it's more than just words, as if it were a truth about how the brain works, because it is. You're going to become the thing that you think about. And I know that you're dwelling on a lot of negative shit. I know that you're carrying a lot of baggage with you. And I know that as you think about how things might go wrong, that you believe to the core of your being that you're just planning for the hard times. But the truth is, you're going to become those things that you fear. You're going to become the things that you dread. If you're thinking about all the things you've done wrong in the past, you are going to simply continue that cycle. But if, on the other hand, let this be true, let this ring in your ears with the weight of everything that I carry. If I've ever added an ounce of value to you, if anything I have ever said has seemed remotely true, believe that these are the most important words I'm ever going to say to you. If you begin to focus on positive things, if you begin to focus on your capabilities, if you begin to focus on the potential that you have, if you really dig in, build those skills, drive towards something beautiful, something amazing, something that leaves you in awe, that you want to create, that you want to become the vessel for that, then you will become that thing, because you will take those steps, because you become what you think about. And as Mark Twain said, 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do. So if you don't take those steps, if you don't focus on those things, if you don't manifest what you want to become, if you don't believe in it, if you don't see how real it could be, if you can't picture the version of yourself that you want to become, and even though people have told you that it's not possible for you, that the things you did in the past are never going to allow you to do that, that you're not smart enough, If you let that creep into your mind, then that's what's going to happen. But if you can see that vision, if you can allow yourself to believe it, then you're going to take the steps that you need to execute against that. And if you go out there and do those things, you won't regret it, but you will regret it if you don't. So get out right now and build the person you want to be so you can have the life you want to have.
Wow, it gets me every single time, guys. Absolutely love that. That's a guy called I think it's Tony Tombiliu. He runs a multi-million-pound company, and he's now a personal development coach. Interviewed thousands of the top thought leaders. So, guys, on that note, this is your moment. You come here for a big reason. Let's not make this the next diet, the next thing. Let's make this your new home. That you make a shift that makes your life unrecognizable in a year's time. So get this visualization done. Let this visualization carry you forward, not just through this transformation, but beyond. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you guys in the gym. Do not be scared. You're going to have a great time. We're going to take really good care of you guys. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Take care.